in 2023. Blinken meets Chinese foreign minister, raises human rights concerns. Ateta delighted with victory at Leicester. Obiano inaugurates Anambra International Airport.
Your search is over. Tune in Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7:40 a.m. for a review on Nigerian newspaper headlines. Omega 101.7 FM, my radio, your radio.
101.7 Omega.
A minute gone past 7 o'clock. Today, 11th of August 2022. A very, very happy new day to you. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Omega 101.7 FM. And welcome to today's edition of the Electronic Press Review. My name is Franca Ofei Odigo. It is time to take a look at what's trending on various national dailies. And of course, we will get your reactions, your thoughts on pressing issues as it affects us as a nation. And we begin with the Punch newspaper this morning. Follow us live on Facebook at Omega 101.7 FM. We are live on Facebook. You can go there to drop your comments, your reactions, and we'll be taking a look at them towards the end of the program. Starting up with the Punch newspaper this morning, our massacre, security agencies begin manhunt for financiers. Security agencies begin manhunt for financiers. That's coming from Ondo State, talking about the Owo massacre. The next one here says Nigeria facing existential threat, World Bank warns. 344 JOSO for 110 Unity School principal seats. Terrorists release 7 Kaduna train passengers, abduct 5. Insecurity, Ogun residents live in fear, says Abiodun. Ogun residents live in fear. That's coming from the governor of Ogun State, saying his residents live in fear. Governor Dapo Abiodun. Plateau, Gombe understudy Lagos water system. Lagos government restates commitment to waste to energy. NBC finds on media firms violate press freedom. NBC's fines on media firms violate press freedom. That's all we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. Pick a copy to read up on the details and more. The Vanguard newspaper, what's trending? IGP orders Adamawa CP to return vehicles to Gombe State. 2023 poll, we are prepared for security challenges, says IGP. That's the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Al-Khali Baba, saying we are prepared for security challenges come 2023. Resign as APC vice presidential candidate. Middle Belt tells Shettima. Resign as APC vice presidential candidate. Nigeria, not what it should be, says Obasanjo. Nigeria is not what it should be, says former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Be sensitive. This season will determine your future. Oyedepo tells youths. That's the General Overseer of Winners Chapel saying, be sensitive. This season will determine your future. Oyedepo tells youths. Why nobody died of COVID-19 in my village, says Adeboye. That's the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Get the details of the stories on the Vanguard newspaper. The next one here says NDLEA seeks stronger private sector participation. Lagos government PSPS mall review of waste tariff by 50%. And finally, the scam in Nigerian education. That's a special report on the Vanguard newspaper, the scam in Nigerian education. Pick a copy to read up on the details and more. Right, moving away from the Vanguard, what's trending on the These Day newspaper? TUC leadership tussle deepens as group urges federal government, others not to recognize Osifo. Buhari minister differ on NDDC audit report implementation. House demands details of oil consortium involved in DSDP arrangement with NNPC. Nigeria losing 6.132 billion gallons of crude oil to theft annually, analyst says. Nigeria losing 6.132 billion gallons of crude oil to theft annually. And the next one says decommissioning. Petroleum explorers recommend sanctions for non-compliance with regulations by IOCs. Lalong, Buhari is chairman of APC Presidential Campaign Organization. And finally, on this day, Wamako to Wike, you did not lose PDP primary because of religion. Wamako to Wike, you did not lose PDP primary because of religion. That's all. Pick a copy to read up on the details. Away from the This Day newspaper, the Sun newspaper this morning, tame your supporters, Tinubu tells a Labour Party candidate. Tame your supporters, Tinubu tells a Labour Party candidate. Pressure mounts on Ayo to quit as PDP chairman. I back issue-based campaign, says Peter Obi. I back issue-based campaign. You are God's anointed, says Ome. Muslim tickets. Pope has not told me to reject DG appointment, says Lalong. Lalong, governor of Plateau State, is saying the Pope has not told him to reject DG appointment. Peter Obi's entrance resurrected Labour Party, says Ebony Guba candidate Eze. And the last one on the Sun newspaper, federal government gives Team Nigeria Heroes welcome. Gives Team Nigeria Heroes welcome. That's all we are taking. Pick a copy to read up on the details. Eight minutes gone past 7 o'clock. It's the Electronic Press Review on Omega 11.7 FM. Follow us live on Facebook at Omega 11.7 FM. We are also on YouTube at Omega 11.7 FM. Follow us on our other social media handles, Twitter, Instagram, social at Omega 11.7 FM. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at more headlines and then we'll open up the phone lines to get your reactions. Stay tuned.
Electronic Press Review.
When I wake up in the morning, all I want to hear now the beautiful voices of my beautiful people, east or west, north and south. This is what we all about, yeah. It's what we all about. Oh, tell your neighbors to bring their favor. It's what we're made of. Oh, it's our station. You want all you need, and we've got everything right here. Omega, 1.7 FM, my radio, the radio, na na na. Omega, 1.7 FM, my radio, the radio, na na na. It's my station, it's my station, it's my station, it's my station. It's my station, it's my station, it's my station, it's my station.
Thank you so much for staying tuned and welcome back to the Electronic Press Review. My name is Franca Ofei Odigo. Let's take a look at the Guardian newspaper. Edo produces 3.7 million tons of mineral products in 2021, ranks fourth in Nigeria. Abiodun tasks new Ogun immigration boss on border security. Igbo youths ask promoters of Tinubu to keep off Southeast. Igbo youths ask promoters of Tinubu to keep off Southeast. And a journalist for training on modern technology for fact-checking. APC, PDP, LP sowing discord among Nigerians, ADC alleges. Okay, that's the African Democratic Congress political party alleging that APC, PDP, and Labour Party sowing discord among Nigerians. Taliban stronger than ever a year after takeover. Even in victory, Bensik feels Serena's aura. And the last one coming from The Guardian this morning, unjust for Labour Party to deny Enugu North Deputy Guba slot, says Azike. Pick a copy to read up on the details and more. On the leadership this morning, NAF kills a terrorist kingpin Shanono, 17 others in Kaduna State. Train attack, terrorist free family of 6, a 60-year-old woman. Be firm in discharging your duties. Federal government orders new correctional officers. Dozens infected with new Langia virus in China. PDP, APC, and the gale of defections in Sokoto State. Manufacturers survive a second quarter 2022 harsh operating environment. And that's all we can take from the leadership this morning. The Daily Independent newspaper, Russia detains charged a journalist over war criticism. Trump refuses to answer questions in New York Attorney General probe. Obi, Tinubu on same page on issue-based campaign, says aide. Why Nigeria's crop yields have remained lowest in Africa, says NASDG. Time for state police, that's a special report. Time for state police. Abuja farmers to benefit in new federal government ACA plans to boost cashew production. That's all we can take from... Okay, the last one here says 14 million naira up for grabs as second Betsy Obaseki Women's Soccer 20 opens on September 7 in Edo State. That's all from the Daily Independent this morning. On the New Telegraph, rising insecurity, what options are open to Nigeria? Rising insecurity, what options are open to Nigeria? Umahi tells federal government and ASU, show understanding, open varsities now. Audit query, reps reject NIPC's submission. Tinubu to Obi, tell your supporters to stop maligning me. Middle Belt Forum, running mate crisis and PDP, APC self-inflicted. Same faith candidacy. Pope did not disapprove my appointment as Tinubu's campaign DG. That's coming from Lalong. Fixed deposit gobs 1.8 trillion pension funds. And finally, on the New Telegraph, President Buhari reverses approval to Seplat's purchase of Exxon Mobil assets. Interesting. All right, that's all. Pick a copy to read up on the details. And finally, before we open up the phone lines this morning, the cable newspaper, Akera Dolu, no problem if Obi wins in 2023, as long as presidency comes to South. That's Governor of Ondo State saying no problem if Obi wins in 2023, as long as presidency comes to South. Presidency, Buhari has reversed approval of Seplat Energy Mobil producing oil deal. Ahmed Idris, suspended accountant general, seeks plea bargain in 109 billion fraud case. Seeks plea and bargain in 109 billion naira fraud case. That's the suspended accountant general of the Federation. Lalong, no basis for me to reject appointment as APC presidential campaign DG. Bandits releases 7 more kidnapped train passengers. Federal government taking our patients for granted. Varsity health workers protest over unpaid allowances. The next one here says Christian Association of Nigeria, NSCIA, signed pact on religious tolerance conflict resolution. Because NSCIA stands for the Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. AGF's amendment of professional conduct regulations for lawyers, illegal court rules. That's all we can take from the cable newspaper. 16 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock. Time to get your reactions this morning. You can call us or send us messages or reach out to us on Facebook. First, we take a listen to the rules of engagement to guide us this morning.
Do you want to be a part of the conversation? The rules of engagement are as follows. Call 081-5101-7777 or 090-711-21017. Then state your name and location, headline of interest, and you have 2 minutes to make your submissions on the specified headline of interest. Please don't insult the sensibilities of the listener or other callers. EPR, Electronic Press Review, only on Omega 101.7 FM. My radio, your radio.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. You can call us or send us messages or reach out to us on Facebook. We will be taking a look at your messages from Facebook. The numbers to call again is 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Dokwe from Osu local government.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, my message this morning is about this release of railway kidnappers.
Okay.
You see what is happening in the country now. Tell me how in this country that they will arrange this type of things. How many months, and nobody can locate from where these people are keeping these people. Is it a barrack or is it underground? That these people called politicians cannot even indicate, even soldiers, to get exactly where these people are carrying these people to. Is it in the forest? Are they having a house in the forest or in a house? Why is it difficult to locate these people? You know, it's unfair now. These Fulanis are very, very wicked. You will remember during the Jihad war, what they did to Hausas. And they overthrow everything. The Hausas cannot even talk now. That is what they want to do to go Nigeria now, so that the economy of the country will be on their hands. Building railways. Look at 60 years old woman stay in this type of conditions in how many months, and they are saying that we are one Nigeria. What type of one Nigeria is that? All these things we are doing, we are just deceiving ourselves. They are using these things to make money, not for any other thing. They want to make it, to circulate it in the whole Nigeria, so that the power will be on them. Look what happened at the Kwara State. They have went there now, they have bet any day everywhere. They will never try it in the southeast, the whole southern. They cannot. Let's break up.
Okay.
What will they do? Biafra.
Thank you very much. 2 minutes is the time given to every caller. On our Facebook page, Dr. Mrs. Uma Olebara from Owerri says the greatest harm any family or nation could do is to toy with the education of our children. Government is legitimately looked up for protection and provision of infrastructure, education, health, gainful employment, and providing the enabling environment for children to actualize their ambition. If we do not pay adequate attention to education as the engine of growth, Nigeria will not develop technologically, economically, and politically. Let this strike be called off now to save our children from getting involved in crime and criminal tendencies. Enough is enough. Thank you very much for texting Dr. Mrs. Ma Olebara. Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Hello. Good morning. My wonderful sister. You shall be well with Jesus' mighty name.
Amen. Welcome.
I still remain chief. Akeme. Kore mate sa akeme. Akwemwebe. We zog in here, representing R&D Zogo, for consenting.
Okay.
My sister shall be with you.
Amen.
My thought is goes we are planning for security. Says by IGB. My cemetery. It's a sad story. Because a country like Nigeria, who says they are the giant of Africa, they said that we are planning for insecurity. But we are very, very interested in 2023 elections. It is unfair. It is unfair, my sister. About the insecurity, it's very bad. About security, it is very, very interesting about security. What people are doing, I'm not happy about that. So what I say, we should go back don't go intervention in this country. We need God intervention in this our country because this country is where bandits are giving conditions to the country, giving conditions to the president, giving conditions to the senators. I think that it's unfair. The bandits giving conditions to this country. Let us go back to God. We need God intervention in this country. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Inspector General of Police says we are prepared for security challenges. 2023 poll, we are prepared for security challenges. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
But I don't choose one DDM4 from almost our for going to people.
Okay.
I want to speak on this insecurity that I engulfed in this country. I didn't see anything wrong with there. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. If Buhari invites foreigners like America to come and help us in this insecurity of especially this banditry all over. There's nothing wrong with there. When you are in this type of condition, you invite another country to come and help us. Some years ago, where how Americans come and come into this country and secured some of these people that the American citizens that Boko Haram also kidnapped in the northeast. So I didn't see anything wrong with inviting them to come and train our troops on how to fight against terrorism. I think this since the April, since March, the people who are kidnapped stay there up to this particular moment. It is completely wrong. The idea the government should invite outsiders to help us. That's my contribution this morning.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us. Also, Francis and Amani watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State says, good morning from here. Insecurity, Ogun residents live in fear, says the governor. The height of insecurity, killings, maiming, kidnapping, banditry, and other criminalities are becoming too worrisome. The government at all levels should collaborate to put an end to these lingering security challenges. May God help us. Thank you very much, also Francis, for texting 0815-1017-777 or 0907-1121-1017. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Franca. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Silas. I'm calling from Ibiasebo in Norway.
Okay.
They say they have released 5 train victims.
7.
Yeah, but the question I want to ask, who are these people, the bandits or terrorists? Because these people, they are confusing us. Are these people bandits or terrorists? And secondly, who negotiated for this release? Are you getting it? These people, are they human beings or are they ghosts? Are you getting it? So these people, they are playing with us. This present administration is making a very cool business with the terrorists. Don't tell me that there is a security agents everywhere and these guys, they just appear and disappear. In a country we call our own. Tomorrow they will giving us press release from the Chief of Army Staff, Irabo, and the IGP. Do you understand? These people, they are replaying with us. What is going on in Nigeria? The Chief of Army Staff, the IGP, presidency, they need to explain something. Something is going on. Doing cool business with terrorists. Automatically, Nigeria is not a terrorist nation. That's just the truth. Oh my goodness. Good morning.
Thank you, Silas, for talking to us. On our Facebook page, this message here says Tinubu is crying woes now because when he opened his mouth and said that Labour Party will labor till death, he did not know the psychological implications of what he said. Now he's licking his own wounds. This is from Ukachukwu, texting from Akokwa, Delta North. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my humble speaker.
Morning to you, sir.
From radiating from Omo.
Okay.
My brother Silas, they are ghost human. My humble moderator and speaker, I want to react on the issue of Nigeria is not what's supposed to be, said OBJ. Mr. Speaker, permit me to tell you, if you are honest and our listeners are honest, you will discover that no one will battle with the clarity of my constant presentation on this platform about the realities of the day. Mr. Speaker, permit me to inform every one of us that if not the British, the Sokoto Caliphate, and the politicians who this one Nigeria is favoring, if this one Nigeria is really what it's supposed to be, Mr. Speaker, can we, as a matter of fact, I'm talking to people who are knowledgeable enough to understand what is going in this country, that even the Caliphate have seen Nigeria as a gift given to them by the British since 1960. And they are working assiduously to make sure they protect the British interest, and which is not in our own interest and not the interest of Africa. How could Nigeria be what it's supposed to be? How could it be? It's impossible. Obasanjo, you remember what your comrade said yesterday? That we kill millions of people to keep Nigeria one. Killing people, destroying life to make a false unity. Does it make sense, Obasanjo? I could believe Odbergo Chukwuemeka was alive, said, oh, an ugly duckling become a handsome swan. Obasanjo, if you ask me, you are one of the people that contributed magnitude to the way this country are today. If me ask you, is one Nigeria supposed to be what's supposed to be? This one Nigeria, is it for our favor or the favor of the British or the will of the foreigners?
Thank you. Thank you. 2 minutes. Thank you very much for talking to us. Obasanjo says Nigeria is not what it should be. Nigeria is not what it should be. On our Facebook page, good morning. I am Salvation Chinedu Adin Chezo, texting from Ubaha, Umunze, Anambra State, student of Unizik Oka. My contribution is why Nigeria can be facing threats at this point in time. The government and the populace should come together to resist any threat from the pre-president's candidate. Okay, thank you, Salvation, for texting. Good morning. Thank you very much. Insecurity situation in Nigeria is political. Please, Tinubu to leave Mr. Please tell Tinubu to leave Mr. Peter Obi alone. Obi is not the cause of his problem. Obedient or nothing. Opaka from Akbu. Thank you for reaching out to us on Facebook. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
This is Tony from the Glory.
Okay.
Obasanjo said Nigeria is not supposed to be where they would have been. He's the one that laid the foundation now. They are the people that lay all the foundation we are seeing today. And that's why we always blame person that is the hem of our care. Yes, but I know if Obasanjo maintain democracy, they hand over to him. If at all he allow things to flow the way it's supposed to flow, election go the way it's supposed to go, all these criminals will not have opportunity to come in. But he make it to the extent PDP share the money. Power, excess power. Allow the criminals to come inside, and we are suffering it today. And they're telling us Nigeria is not to be where it's supposed to be. And that we still make it clear. Anybody blaming British in this Nigeria problem, we can never solve it. If you stand here to blame British or America or any other person, the problem is within us. We are the one that is going to solve the problem. British have lived Nigeria for over 60 years ago, and we are still blaming them. They are the cause. Are we fools? If I thought they are the cause, we are not to amend it. We are not fools. So please, blame any other person in it's a lamentation, which God doesn't even like. What is a challenge? We can't remain in the mistake my father has made, and we still made on it, lamented on it. I will not find way to correct it. It's a time we stand up. We, the masses, time to stand up. British will never come here and complete. They will never come here and vote. British will never come here and give you money to vote for anybody. It's you. He's going to take decision on yourself. No British, nobody, no any Western world will come here. If you are voting book to tell you who to vote, it's you. So please, see, our four women have seen this thing far back before the independence. We have premature independence. We Africans, we have premature, especially in Nigeria. We are not mature, they give us independence. And we are suffering it today. Okay. So please, our four women see it that time, and that's why they shouted. They should not hand them over. They are criminals. They are thieves. That British will not hand them over. This British we are talking of. Our four women saw them. They are more better than.
Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. 2 minutes is the time given to every caller. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay, I take it you're not ready for this conversation. This message here says the unity of this country, Nigeria, is based on equal distribution of human and material resources, sectionalism, tribalism, insecurity, and marginalization. What's the cause of the civil war? On Aburi, I stand rotatory presidency from Popular Omuma Uli. Thank you very much for texting. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my sister Daku.
Good morning, Franca.
I don't know if you're hearing me. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your
name?
Well,
I'll proceed. My name is Chiwendi, calling from Makokwa.
Okay.
Bandits released 7 victims. These people are doing things the way they like in this country. You see, in this place here, in our area east here, the police and the army, they burn houses. But these people that we are caught, that are victims, are in the forest. These police people here, they will burn houses, forgetting that innocent human beings are living in the houses. But they will burn houses in the east here. But in the north here, that is forest where they lay the captive, they will do nothing. The terrorists are releasing anyone they want to release. It's just clear to all that they make it pure for us to know that this country is not one. I want to proceed and say something about what Obasanjo said. In Nigeria is not what it ought to be. Whatever thing that started with a bad foundation can never stand. The Nigeria is not with a good foundation. Any fruit will only bear what it ought to bear. Because in the mango tree can never bear every fruit. So Nigeria foundation is not good, and he himself knows it. He knows it well. So he ought not to say that he's not up to what he wants to be. Once you know that he's the one that and his co-workers put it in this condition. We need to restructure this country or change the constitution. It is not the constitution made by we. So we need to change it. Please, I will beg you, Obasanjo, to please let us conduct referendum. It's not my turn to become a Nigeria. I want to be my own country. Please.
Thank you for talking to us, Chiwendu. All right. Good morning, Mrs. F. Nobody will deceive the Nigerian youths again. I urge Nigerians to vote wisely in 2023 presidential election because 2023 will determine the future of our youths. The APC government has failed us. May God help us. From Emeka Taribo, ex-international. All right. This one here says... Good morning. My name is Ngene Godwin Chidubim from Amazi. Everybody's interested in 2023, but our politicians are not saying anything about all these killings, kidnappings going on in this country. May God help us. On our Facebook page, Obasanjo should stop making us angry because he was the driver of all the happenings in Nigeria today. Secondly, Peter Obi should caution his supporters because election no be war. My name is Abuchi Michael Ibo, the youngest soldier in Ojo Barracks, Lagos State. Thank you very much for reaching out to us, Michael. More messages come in. Good morning, Frank. I concur with Pastor Adeboye. Please let Nigerian youths get their PVCs and be obedient in 2023 presidential election. Thank you. Chukudi texting from Akokwa. Okay, this one here says... If I'm from Olu, Nigeria is not what it should be by Obasanjo is a reasonable statement because since the inception of democracy from 1999, we have never experienced what we have now. This government, instead of taking us forward, we have missed our roots completely. Let us listen to Oyedepo. Be sensitive during the 2023 election because it will determine our future. Vote wisely. All right. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi, for texting. Kinsley Obasi from Oguta, Imo State says, Tinubu is crying when campaign has not yet started. INEC police must be obedient. Peter, you're welcome to Imo State. We love you. Okay, Augustine from Oru East in Imo State. It has become obvious that in everything we do, we have to do it with integrity. I entreat the electorate to do the needful by resolutely saying no to known corrupt politicians who are mindless power seekers. They will, if given the opportunity, hold sway and continue to exploit this country. Thank you. Thank you very much for texting. Good morning, Franca. NBC finds on media houses indeed restrains or curtails freedom of expression. The whole thing is akin to a bad workman quarreling with his tools. Media houses are known to promote government policies and actions and are partners of government in good governance. When government stands around to gag media houses with repugnant fines, it then means that something is seriously wrong with governance. Since media houses are known to promote efficient and good governance, the federal government should check itself and embark on corrective measures instead of gagging media houses for objective reportage. When they are right, media houses will sing their praises to the high heavens. Mosu MC Ndiawa from R&D Zwogo. Okay, thank you very much for texting. The book does not feel the pain we feel here in Biafra land by Islamizing us. La long. Good morning, Franca. Lillian texting from Itiato North. Omeli brother in Alibu says Obi and Tinubu are never on the same page in the area of issue-based campaign. Tinubu based his on "it is my turn to rule" and hope on his bullion van. Okay, Obi wants to rescue this country from being only consumers, but those who can also produce. Obi's choice is vice. Obi's choice of vice is acceptable. All right, Ella Crease from Umomako says Obi should not neglect anybody. Igbo youths at his back. Do your campaign without fear. Visit Professor Ayade. Interesting. Bridget Obi from Ideato Nation says, I concur with what Oyedepo said. He has said it all. To Tinubu, very soon he will know that Labour Party has all Nigerians supporting them. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bridget, for texting. This one here says, insecurity, kidnapping, raping, prostitution, fraudsters. Disjointed. Your message came in disjointed. We are struggling to make sense of it. Okay, let's see this one. Governor Lalong, as a good Catholic, is not being realistic to his Catholic faith if he does not see anything wrong in Muslim tickets in Nigeria's presidential general elections. From Inze Anyika, texting from Inewi South. Okay, thank you very much for texting. Tell those clamoring for 2023 election to know that it is only he who is alive that can vote. So let us fight to secure our lives first before any other thing, because we do not want what happened. We do not know what may happen before the election. This is from Friday, texting from Uli. Thank you very much for texting. That's the last message we can take this morning. And thank you so much for joining us on the Electronic Press Review this morning. Tomorrow we'll make a return to see what's trending on various national dailies. For now, we will leave you in the hands of great motivational tunes coming your way. 8 a.m. Megasports will come your way. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us on Omega 101.7 FM. My name is Franca Ofe Ojigo. Good morning.